I just came in from watering the garden. It's all looking really good. Excuse me. You're gonna see some videos coming up. And it's funny because if you're not doing lives right from a garden, people think that the garden is still green, and probably 70% of the garden is now dirt again. So I've harvested 75% of the potatoes that are ready for harvest. There are still probably 25 plants to harvest, and I've been averaging between 2 and 3 pounds per plant. So, you know, I'm hoping to see 50, 60 pounds. But you'll see a couple videos coming up right over to my left here in this room where I do my lives from is my 2 new potato bags. I got 2 potato bags going again. So these are my basically tater bags 2.0 that I'm starting. So they just started on 6/20, and hey, King Paris. So my potato bags for my indoor garden are just starting. So hopefully, you know, 100 days from now, I'll be able to dump those out. At the same time, I have a second video coming out on the potatoes, and that is for 7. I had 9 potatoes that were chitted and sprouted, and they really needed to get in the ground. So I got these 2 in here planted, and I took the 7 out in the garden and planted them. So even though I have 25 more plants to be harvested, I still have probably 10 or 12 plants that will harvest anywhere between, can you get off the chair? And so now that I have the 2 here and I have 7 more outside, we'll be able to see what ones are going to do better, the inside ones or the outside ones. I'm sure the outside ones will do better because being in the natural sunlight and all of that. King Paris, what does my shirt say? I don't know, it says Cross Ministries. It was a shirt somebody gave to me. I think it's a pretty cool color. Do you like the shirt, or are they following you? You're not a troll, are you, Mr. King Paris or G King Paris or whatever? Or are you saying they're trolls and they just happen to follow you here? Because there's only 4 here right now. But anyways, I'm going to continue talking here about my garden because that's what I'm here for. I'm not here for the trolls. If they want to listen and learn how to garden, they can. If they want to be a troll, well, they can get a life. Anyways, so I have the 7 more outside. And hi, Barbara from Connecticut. Do you have a garden? I know the grow you're a little behind us because I'm down south, so we start earlier and go longer because I can do 2 growings on something like potatoes and stuff. But anyway, so I got my 2 here, 7 outside that are growing, and then I have my pumpkin plants I just planted, so I have 10 pumpkin plants going. So, well, I have 10 that I started about a month ago, and then I have 10 new ones in the ground because I've never grown pumpkins before. So that's what I'm working on. No garden this year, huh, Barbara? That's too bad. Are you a regular gardener? Because I used to be up in the Northeast. I used to live in upstate New York, so I'm familiar with the climate up there and how you got to be a little more careful when you're growing. Did you have a garden last year, Barbara? So anyway, so I have my 9 potato plants. I'll just keep going. I'm about ready to harvest some of my cherry tomatoes. They're harvesting. I just planted some more radishes, and then I'm finishing harvesting the 25 potato plants that were in the main portion of the garden. My bean seeds are drying, so I'll be ready to take them out of the pods here pretty soon. And then my pole beans have been severed from the ground, and they are just gonna dry on the vine now. The pole beans climb up the fence. They're just drying, and then I'll have pole bean seeds for next year. So now next year I am all set for green bean seeds and my pole bean seeds. A few tomatoes last year. Well, hopefully you can find time next year. I just try to make time because it's a hobby for me, but I really enjoy growing our own vegetables. I just harvested 30 pounds of potatoes the other day. So now I'm working on my next set of trellises to grow my vined plants next year. I'm probably going to do some running blackberries, some grapevines. I might even throw in some holly or something like that, just for different variety. Some of those vines are really strong to add to the structure of the trellis and the fencing. So that's the other reason I'm doing some of that. Hey, Juju Bo TV, how are you? Have you been on here before? I don't know if you look familiar or not. What is your channel about? Hey, Daniel Barry, Sports Highlights, how are you? Daniel Barry, Sports Highlights, how are the Steelers going to be this year? Will the Steelers go all the way with Aaron Rodgers at the helm? You have 1.86 million subscribers, do you really? Well, I will have to look your channel up when I'm done here. What brings you to a small channel like mine? You have 1.86 million subscribers. What's your secret? Preach to me. Tell me what your secret is. I'd like to know. I'd like to know some, drop some knowledge on me here. You're a gaming channel? Gaming channel? Yeah, they're huge. Hey, Chef Zed, how are you doing? Would you mind, you're got the blue wrench, would you mind moderating here? There's some trolls in here tonight. I've had to get rid of them. So what game, my son does gaming. I'm doing very, very well, Chef said. Just finished watering the garden. So, okay, Roblox, okay. I don't know the name of it, but my son plays, him and a bunch of people at work, they stream it and everything, but they do, whatever that one is where you start with nothing and then you like build a building and then you get clothes and weapons and stuff and then then you steal somebody else's stuff and you just keep growing and growing and growing. I don't know the name of that, but that's the game they play a lot. Thank you, Chef Zed. Yeah, they've been, when they first got here, there was a couple trolls. One finally left, but I deleted his comments and everything, but he keeps coming back. But please. Okay, Barbara, you should, if you're not if you want to follow somebody that does cooking, Chef Zed's Kitchen, you'll see her in the notes. Go look up Chef Zed's Kitchen. She's in Africa and she is an amazing cook. She does a lot of good stuff. You know, I grow radishes. I never heard of roasting radishes. We just eat them raw, but I roast other vegetables. I just didn't think radishes would be a good candidate for roasting, but I'm going to try it now because I'll have some ready in a few weeks. I didn't know that. I'll try them because I roast my beets. I roast beets, potatoes, carrots, turnips, onions all together on the same sheet pan with olive oil and salt and pepper. Yeah, I mean, you know, it is what it is. They just, I wish they would just stop and just go to content creating. It's a shame they don't want to do, they just want to go annoy those that are trying to be successful. Cool, Juju Bo TV. Okay, so I have a second channel that I do for like YouTube growth, and I use this as my kind of my test kitchen where I try things to see how they work on my YouTube channel, and it's Okies Hustle. The same thing, Okies, H-U-S-T-L-E. So if you want to go check that one out, that's just me talking about how I'm growing my channel, how it's going. I use my analytics and talk to people about it. But I will definitely, I'm going to check out your channel afterwards because my son will probably also subscribe to your channel because he's huge into gaming. They do gaming all the time at work. They're first responders, so they have, if they don't have calls going on at night, they just sit there and watch TV and play games. So I'm sure that they would look you up and check your channel out. Chef Zed, have you ever used radishes in any of your cooking? Juju, now I'm intrigued. I want to go check. Once I'm done here, I'm going to go check your channel out. Yeah, I'm sure it is. It's just like I said, I like radishes. It's just I never thought of roasting them. To me, they just weren't a vegetable. None of us ever roasted them. We eat them fresh out of the ground. Yeah, oh, I will. Juju, I'm going to check, you know, if you're not here, I wrote you down in my book here, and I'll be checking it out. Yeah, so yeah, that's what I do. We use our radishes in salad. We chop them up. We do a macaroni salad. I put them in that, and we also do a regular salad. We'll put them in that. But then we do an Italian, well, I'm only saying it's an Italian pasta salad because it uses a dry Italian dressing you get at Walmart. So, but you take that and you mix it with the oil and vinegar, and then just like you would, you're gonna pour it on your salad, and then you use that and some Parmesan cheese, and you put that over your pasta. Then you put in the sliced pepperoni, and it is really good stuff. So I'm actually doing, so Minecraft, yeah, I know one of my other subscribers, I had to figure out which one he is. He's a big Minecraft person, and I watch his stuff sometime with the block, yeah, the block stuff. Yep, he's a big time Minecraft. I know Minecraft is huge. You know, I looked that up the one day, and I never realized that Minecraft has, I thought it was more kids, but the main age group is like 24 to 35 that play that game. And I never knew that. I thought it was like teenagers, but no, it's the big majority is adults, younger adults, you know, young to middle-aged adults, which I found interesting. Do I grow eggplants? I am not an eggplant fan, so I do not. My mom loved eggplant. We used to grow eggplant. She always tried to get me to eat eggplant. I didn't like it. I didn't eat it. I didn't want it. So I don't grow eggplant. You know, I don't know why I don't like eggplant. I think I tried it once when my mom made it, and however she liked it, I just didn't like it. So it's had that stigma that all these years that I'm not going to like eggplant. I should try it again because I know eggplant, because of the colors, what do they call them, phytonutrients or whatever, the color helps it has more nutrients in it. But I should try, because I mean, I do cucumbers, I'll do zucchini, I'm trying pumpkins. I mean, it would just be a natural progression to go to trying to grow eggplant. I'm sure, oh, hey, After Dark, how you doing? Hey, you mind if I give you a blue wrench? We've had some trolls in here. I want to ask before I do it. I've gotten rid of most of them, and Chef Zed is also patrolling for me. Thank you. Yes, eggplant, yeah, eggplant has a lot of nutrition. I should probably, because I'm old, so. Thank you, Juju. I'm gonna look you up. I'll definitely look your channel up later and subscribe. There's a couple that can go, I guess. See you later, Juju. I appreciate you showing up and supporting me, and I'll look you up later. There's a couple that can probably be taken out if you guys don't mind. If you haven't seen After Dark, did he get the blue? I gave you a blue wrench, but check out After Dark. If you check out After Dark, Chef said there's a couple trolls I think coming in. Would you mind just watching for them and take them out if they have to be removed? I appreciate it. But After Dark is doing, and Chef Zed, I don't know if you've ever done this, but this might be something you might want to consider, is he's doing the 30-day challenge. He's doing the 30-day shorts. Correct me if I'm wrong, After Dark, but you're in the teens, or close to being in the teens as far as how many days you've done. And he's doing 30 days of shorts as the challenge. But I'll let him correct me if I'm wrong on that, but because I know I watched one tonight and yesterday and liked and I think commented on them, but I can't remember what number it was. Oh my goodness, okay. I thought you were like at 13, 19, okay, awesome. So yes, After Dark, if you want, Chef Zed is a really good one to follow, and maybe she'll follow. Excuse me, I got the hiccups. Oh, I'm sorry. But After Dark has a really cool channel, and After Dark Chef Zed has a really good, she lives in Africa and she cooks. She cooks amazing dishes. But so is day 19, that is awesome. So you're on the downward slope anyways. Have you seen, in your opinion, has that been successful? Are you seeing an uptick in anything? Are you seeing, how are the analytics? Have you been checking the analytics on it to see, how it's going? Or I would like to try it someday, but I don't know. I suppose with shorts, I could probably bulk video and then just schedule them out. Oh, wow. See, okay, so see, that's good. So if you figure that's over, what's that, 1.5 a day, basically, pretty much. So from that, that's great. That is really, really good. I'd like to see Chef Zed do a 30-day challenge. 30-day, 30 video. I guess you call it 30-30 challenge or whatever. Now, some people I know do full, like, what is her name? Teacher Kelly Tags. She's doing lives and full-length videos every day because she didn't want to just do shorts. And so she's been with it too. But yeah, After Dark, you will like Chef Zed, and I'm sure Chef Zed would like your stuff. Chef Zed does I don't know if do you like coffee? She does some coffee recipes, and one is where she takes like cream, brown sugar, and whisks it up, and then adds the coffee. It's really cool. Oh, Chef Zed, you mean do a 30-day challenge with live stream? That would be really cool. Yeah, yeah, I do too. I get up drinking coffee. I think I drink it in my sleep, but I drink it. I had 4 cups this morning in the morning, and then I have some in the afternoon a lot of times. Okay, Chef Zed, when you do that, just kind of make an announcement on a community post, because even if I can't be there for the live, what I have been doing is at night I go in and I take one of the people I subscribe to. If they did a live and I missed it, I'll put that on overnight and just let it run. So if it goes 2 hours, I'm sleeping anyways, it doesn't matter. I just put it on my phone, turn the volume off, set it to the side, and I let it stream so that it helps them with their watch time. So I've done that for a long time now for people to keep up their watch time. So if you do that, and I know others would do that for you, you could get some really good watch hours that way. Yes, YouTube Shorts. So when I do dumb dad jokes. Typically in the shorts, if I put anything up there, it's usually dad jokes and shorts. I found that out from another guy that does comedy. He mentioned those too, and they always do fairly well. And then I do YouTube Shorts. In the lower side, I might put 1 or 2 up there in the description sometimes. If not, I'll put them down below in the title, then some in the description. But I've been just putting them in the description now, and I've been using YouTube Shorts. I found for comedy, YouTube Shorts, jokes, dad jokes, and like dad humor or try not to laugh is the best combination I have found to get views as far as shorts for dad jokes. Yes, 4 or 5. That is true too, because I've tried it a couple times. Because like I said, my Okies Eden, I use as my test site. And then when I come back to Okies Eden, or go back to Okies Hustle to talk about YouTube growth. That's when I mentioned what happened, what did it do good, did it do bad? And I let people know right away so they don't make the same mistake. I've tried everything from none to 1 to 10. And the range is true. 3 to 5, 4 to 5 usually seems to get the most. 0, 1, because it doesn't give it anything to categorize you. And then if you do 10, they claim that YouTube looks at that as spam, and they don't push it. And I tried that a couple times, and the videos did not do anything. And I keep meaning to do a video on that, but they claim, yes, don't just stuff. And there's another thing they tell you to do is do the umbrella, do a general. So if you're in YouTube Shorts and doing shorts, YouTube Shorts would be your general, would be your overarching general hashtag, but then to do a niche specific, like dad jokes. So I'll do shorts for my overarching general, and then my niche specific one, I'll do dad jokes. And though that combination's done really well for me. Yeah, grow food. Okay, habitual hobbies. Habitual hobbies. Do I follow you? Do you know? I'm not, I don't want to break off my phone here to see. Hey, Sonia. Sonia, right? Is that how I said that? Habitual hobbies. I'm gonna check your channel out when we're done here so I can follow you. And Sonia, are you a content creator, Sonia? Sonia Macquee? Is it Macquee? Is that right? Oh, some of them are funny, but I know some of them are bad, but I have fun with it. I don't care. It's something I've done my whole life. We've always told jokes in my family. We're just a bunch of clowns. So you're from Ukraine, Sonia. Oh, you can't, is that like a law or something over there with the war going on? Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Hopefully that can get taken care of and straightened out. Then you can get on to content creation, because that would be great. But you do have a channel. You do have a YouTube channel. Have you done content creation before? I'll look it up and I'll see. But habitual hobbies, you think that I follow you already? Because what was I talking? Oh, yeah. So we were talking about. Okay. So you said hashtag grow. I'm writing these down. Food, organic. I use organic. Gardening I know about. That's great, yeah. So the shorts, after dark, my YouTube account is Cotton Z Skies. Yeah, so I know after dark, I know the way YouTube pushes, they push shorts differently. They started doing that because they wanted to be more TikTok-ish, I think, is what they were talking about from what I understand from reading about that. I know that they push them harder than they do where your long forms have to be more searchable. So they're more dependent on the SEO information, like your keywords and your hashtags and stuff. Where shorts, they push them out there pretty good. From what I understand and from what I've been seeing on my own. Because if I might do a video, I might get 100 views. It's good for me on a long form. But even now, not even sticking with my niche, I'm getting anywhere from 700 to 1,000 views. Even with a split niche, I'm still doing well on my shorts. And I'm going to continue to do the short jokes just because I like the jokes. But the channel was originally intended to do a lot more cooking and more gardening and stuff. But I can make the jokes work. And now that I've grown a little bit, I think the whole thing becomes less and less because some people like jokes too. So they just, exactly it. That's exactly it. I just did a video today about just plugging along. You fail here, you fail there, you succeed here, you succeed there. And then you just keep working through it as long as you're still growing. And it's weird. And I don't know if you guys see this too, but I know that in my channel, on Okies Eden, even with, if I'm doing dad jokes, which isn't gardening, yeah, the jokes, I like the jokes. Oh, you've always wanted to be a news anchor? Is there any way you can do that? Can you do the podcast? Can you do something like that? I know you say you're blacked out and stuff, but I wonder if there's a way you could do just a podcast or do shorts. Can you do a short even and just post it and then run a real quick short? You might get some views that way too, some following. But I've noticed my analytics have been much, much better as far as click-through rates. They're doing really, in my Okies Hustle, my click-through rates, where they're saying on YouTube, you look at the YouTube channel, they'll tell you that the click-through rate, or CTR, whatever they call it, if you're between like 2 and 3 to 10%, that's considered really good. If it's over 10%, it's really good. It's great. I've been in like the 8.8 range, 7.8 range, and then I had a few going to the 13% range. So all of that is really good because I only have 60 some subscribers. So of course, even though the analytics are great, it doesn't really show much because I only have a few subscribers. Hey, Introvert, how you doing? Introvert in Alaska's here. That's awesome. Thank you for watching. Thank you for streaming it. Yes, habitual hobbies. I believe, I agree. I concur is the proper term. But I think once you get enough, I've seen my stuff is still doing really well. I mean, I'm gaining. I'm not even trying really hard. And I'm gaining on both channels. Now that channel, my other channel, Okies Hustle, I'm literally sticking to that niche about growth and talking to people about growth on YouTube and doing videos about growth. So that'll eventually take off. I know, I'm not worried about that channel. I'm still flipping. Okies Eden, it's going to flip-flop. It's going to go up and down because I'm using it as my test kitchen per se. So if I find out something like, hey, this is a really good idea, I try it in some of my videos, and then I report back on a live, or I'll do a quick video about it. That was the whole intention of Okies Hustle. I'm using this channel here. If something I know flops it, I might throw a wrench. I might throw a wrench in it by, go sub for sub a few times. And I did that once because I did it in the beginning. I did it by mistake. And then I waited a week and I did it again to see if it did tank it, and it did. So I know that sub for sub doesn't work. Posting cut and paste or copy and paste spammy type comments over and over the same comment and multiple things does not help. So that's why I use Okies Eden. I do a little bit of everything on Okies Eden to see my analytics each day. I check on this video, on that video. And speaking of that, I wrote this down before I come on. I got inundated with trolls in the beginning, and I was all alone, and I was deleting. But on Okies Hustle, I have a video on the 24th, the 25th, the 28th, and July 2nd. That's going to drop. On this channel, Okies Eden, I have one on the 24th, the 27th, and July 1st. Hey, Missy Cooking on a Budget. How are you? Good to see you. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have 7 or 8 videos, and I have a couple more I'm working on. I have 7 or 8 videos over the next week and a half that are going to drop, all from between now and July 2nd. The reason I did that was I had to do some mass videotaping. My son and daughter-in-law go on a vacation every year, and for their anniversary. So they're gonna go on a vacation, and we take our grandson at our house for those 5 days. So I'll have my grandson next week, starting Wednesday. So I'll have him from Wednesday to Monday. So I'm not gonna have time to do a lot of videos or spend a lot of time on YouTube. So that's why I mass produced a bunch of stuff the last couple days, and I've scheduled them out. So next week, I'm not sitting there trying to get a video out. They're done. They're already scheduled. Thank you very much, After Dark. That was fast. I was just gonna go up and delete it, and After Dark took care of it. Missy, did you see that? He has got a quick draw. Missy's usually really, really quick. So After Dark, I'm impressed. You impressed this old man. Yeah, he's got the, That might come down to who's the fastest. I mean, it's like a gunfight in the Old West. Who's got the faster gun? Missy, enjoying your channel. Now, Missy, are you still getting your grandchild? Next week, I think. I don't know when that video was taped. Was it you I was watching last night? Were you on a live last night? And you were cooking the linguine. You were talking about that linguine, and you used that sauce, the ragu or whatever, and you did broccoli. Okay, yeah. Are you still? Do you have your grandchild? Or are you still getting your grandchild? Because I was just saying we have our grandson. Oh, good for you. Excellent. We're getting our grandson next Wednesday, so we'll have him for 5 days. So that's why to put it, I videotaped the crap out of everything the last couple days. So I've got a bunch of videos scheduled in, so I don't have to worry about it next week. I can just focus on him. We're gonna have a great time. I can do some I'll have time to do some cooking. And then after that, I'm hoping that me and Nicola Recipes and Chef Zed can do a 15-minute, half-hour, whatever, live, where we can get on the same collaboration video, live, and just kind of introduce ourselves and get ready to do our cooking video. I saw that. So are you driving down to get her, or are they delivering her to you? Okay, After Dark. Let me write that down. After Dark, Monday night. I think I have you, I think After Dark, I think I have you, I think I've hit the notification bell, so it should show up, and I'll be looking forward to it. I'm gonna definitely watch that. Have you done live? You've done lives before, After Dark? I'm not sure. I don't think I've seen one yet. Okay, you're driving down. Yeah, we used to go to Florida every year from upstate New York. So we drive from Florida, mid-Florida to upstate New York every year, back and forth. And then when I moved to Texas, we drove from upstate New York. We loaded a 16-foot truck, a U-Haul truck, the big truck that I drove, down to McKinney, Texas. I've never done a live. It's habitual hobbies. It's not. Just do one. Do a couple. Oh, I'm sorry. After Dark, I've asked you, have you ever done a live? I can't remember if you've done a live or not, or if I've seen one of them. I don't remember watching one of your lives if you did one, but I'm gonna watch Monday night. Habitual hobbies, just do one. Go on. The best thing you can do, in my opinion, is how I did one. The first one was kind of sloppy. What I did was I take my notepad and I script it, and I just write down. I'm gonna say where, you know, basically kind of generally where I'm from, not my home address, but you know, oh, I'm here. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna have to go back. I'm gonna go back tonight. I'm gonna stream some of those overnight so you can get some time on those. I didn't realize that. I have to check my notification bell. I'll definitely go back and check those After Dark for sure. I'll definitely be watching some of your lives. And I have my grandson tomorrow night. I have my grandson tomorrow night, and that's when I typically catch up on most of my YouTube stuff. So because if he doesn't sleep well, I don't sleep well. So I will literally watch as many as I can. Habitual, yes. Like I said, take a notepad. Just start with 5. Hey, I'm from Oklahoma. I'm from California. It's 92 degrees today. It's thunderstorming, whatever. And then just say what I like to do. I like to garden. I like to fish. You know, I like to play football. I like to play video games, whatever. And just talk for a minute. People will start coming on. If you let us know when you're going to do it, we'll be there to support you. You don't have to be worried about it. Everybody here has always been super supportive of lives. It's, you just get used to it. It's just like you're talking face to face, like you're at the kitchen table. Um, okay, you're starting a homeless series. Hey, mind you, I hope I said that right. Your Wi-Fi reaches your garden, then do it. Yeah, definitely do a garden one. Get to the point, you know, if your garden, I'm doing pumpkins. I'm going to do a pumpkin live. When the pumpkin patch fills up, which I should be here pretty soon, in the next couple weeks, I hope I should have plants running. I'm going to do a live, and then I'll do one right till October. I'll do my lives from my garden, so people can see how big the pumpkins are getting, if they're actually growing, how well it's going. People love gardening. People just like somebody's personality. If they like your personality, they're all going to support you. Nobody's going to make fun of you or nothing. They're all going to come there and they're going to love it. Mind you, I hope, yeah, it is chill. My whole life I try to be chill. Yeah, you have to, yeah, you do. And that's what I do. I just talk to the camera. I've done an hour before. When I first started, I did my first live. Nobody showed up. Nobody. I talked for an hour, but I had realized at that point, I was just talking about the weather and other things, and music and things like that. And I just ad-libbed. Then I realized, I watched somebody else and they said, well, just do a script. Keep a script handy so you can start reading down the script. And then if people pop on and start saying hi and you get in conversations, you still have your script. If it quiets down or people leave, go back to your script, so on and so forth. But I would definitely, I'd love to watch one. You do a garden live, I'm there. Everybody here from Chef Zed, they all love, yeah, you research for exactly After Dark. Research. I did my second video on Okies Hustle. The first one was my intro. My second one was how I do research and how I search for trending, hashtags and trending keywords and all that stuff. Good titles, what's trending in certain titles and certain niches, so I could do a decent job trying to do, the SEO or search engine optimization stuff. Research really is important, because I've gone back and I've looked at the ones where it was just me flying by the seat of my pants trying to come up with something, not being very good at it, to using some software packages where you can put an idea in, so even like there's, what is it, TubeBuddy or something, and ChatGPT and vidIQ, they can give you ideas. Video, I have a second video where I talk about research, mind you, if that's what you're talking about. But yeah, definitely to do the research and figure out what's trending. That's a good idea. Screen share a video and do commentary on it if it aligns with my stream. Okay, that's good. Today I did it was quick. I just did a quick trailer like they do for a TV show or a movie. Just real boom, 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 30 seconds I think it was, on, Okies eating. I showed a coffee cup, me drinking the coffee, blah, blah, blah. But put some music to it and just narrated a little bit. Oh, okay. And then I put that on my main page. So when somebody comes to my main page now, they'll see a trailer, and it'll just do the 30-second trailer. I was posting my top videos. When one would pop, one had 6,000 views. I would put that as the one in the main screen. I had one that was good before that one I used. And this time I decided I'm gonna go with a trailer, because I heard some other people talking about it and I was reading about it, and they say it's a good idea. Because they're not there to watch your video, they wanna see what your channel's about. So do a good description, do a trailer, and then I'm doing a longer form trailer now. That's gonna be, it's gonna be landscaped. So I can show my garlic growing, I can show pumpkins and all that stuff, so. Yeah, so After Dark, yeah. I know other people use the StreamYards. I got invited once to one, and it wasn't working. It said I was all hooked up, ready to go, and for some reason it never let me in, and so I haven't used StreamYard. I had so many other things going on too at that time, I just didn't have time. I think I'll start looking at StreamYard maybe more. Um, I've never made zucchini parmesan. My mom loved zucchini parmesan. Um, okay. Yeah, let me get, my email is in my main channel. Email me and just put in the subject line StreamYard. Is that what you said it was? Was it StreamYard? Yeah. Yeah. If you want, just email me and then we can contact each other that way. That would be really cool. So what is everybody else up to? Chef Zed, when is your next live? Thank you, After Dark. I appreciate it. So Chef Zed's going to do a live. Habitual Hobbies is thinking about it. We'll get Habitual Hobbies over the hump there and get her to do a live. Tomorrow. So tomorrow is Sunday night. What time? What time, Chef said? You're 5 hours ahead of me. If I don't get to watch it live, like I said, I have my grandson tomorrow night, then I'll stream it. Missy Cooking on a Budget, see you later. Have fun with your grandchild. That's awesome. Okay, afternoon. So the night I have my grandson, I try to take a nap in the afternoon, just in case I'm up all night. But like I said, what I'll do is if it comes on, then I'll actually put it. So if I'll say hey or whatever if I'm there, but if I don't answer back, I have it streaming in the background. But I'm sure you'll have other people there to watch. And then, like I said, overnight, I'll probably go to my second channel, the Okies Hustle, and I'll stream it from there too so you get more time. How do I grow garlic? I don't. The garlic I have, believe it or not, I've been in this house for 5 years. We bought this house 5 years ago. And the people before me planted it out here around a telephone pole, around a power pole. It's elephant garlic. And I didn't know what it was. I just thought it was some weird, I didn't know what it was. I thought it was just some weird thing growing. I never touched it. I didn't weed whack around the pole. There were pretty flowers. When they go to a head there and all the seeds, they flower out, it makes a big ball. So I always thought they were really nice looking. I didn't touch them. Well, 2 years ago, I was mowing and I had my push mower and I was going around and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna wipe these out now. So I went all the way around. Oh, hey, After Dark, no worries. Email me that information. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you for showing up and thank you for helping to get rid of the trolls. So Chef said, I'm not Chef said, Barbara. So I mowed around it. And as I mowed around, right up close to the pole, I just realized I'm smelling garlic. And I'm like, there's no garlic out here. Why am I smelling garlic? I thought I was having a stroke. So I went over, I got my spade fork. I dug down in the ground and pop out these huge heads of garlic. And they were a softball size because they're elephant garlic. They were huge. So that's somebody else planted it. I've never grown it. 75 heads. That is awesome. So do you like tie them up and just let them hang there to dry? I know a lot of people do that. How do you do yours so they stay? So they keep? I only have like 5. That'll be the 5 big heads. Yeah, it is. So I'll take those, if they're big or small, whatever, I'll just take whatever garlic is out there and I'll chop it up fine and then I'll put it in, I'll ferment it. I'll put it in I'll put it in a salt bath. You mix the water with the salt, a certain amount of salt. And that works really well. I've done that a couple times now and I really like the fermented garlic. And then you let it go for like 2 weeks, I think. And then you just you run it under some other water, and then it just, if there was any kind of anything in that was not good for you in the water, it would skim on top, and then you just fill it with water and it'll push it right out. Oh, hey, Azuka. How you doing? Glad you're here. You have them on a wire shelf with a fan blowing. Once, okay, they've cured, you can cut them down. Okay, so they keep for quite some time, right? Because I'm gonna have to do my box method here for keeping my potatoes, because I'm in the southern Oklahoma region. I just harvested 30 pounds. I just harvested 30 pounds of potatoes yesterday, about 15 of baby reds and 15 pounds of russets. So tonight, I just cooked up a bunch of baked potatoes for dinner with some bacon on them. Really good. And then I've already boiled up, pre-boiled, parboiled, whatever you want to call it, some potatoes for tomorrow morning. So they're all ready to go. Tomorrow morning, I'll put some beef tallow in the pan, get it nice and hot, and I'll toss those potatoes in, salt and pepper, flip them once, let them brown, done. I'll have home fries in the morning, and then I'll do a couple of fried over easy eggs right over the top, and some red pepper flake, good stuff. Connor, I don't know what you're trying to say. Can you put your, hang over here. Oh, can somebody get rid of Niles, Connor Niles? Somebody can get rid of him, he's a troll. Either Azuka or Chef said, can you get rid of Connor Niles, please? Put him in timeout if you know how. Thank you very much. There you go, he's gone. Thank you very much. Thanks, guys, I appreciate it. Did you ever have purple potatoes? Yes, I had them at my daughter's house the one day. I'm growing them next year. I've grown potatoes for years. I've never really tried growing them. I've eaten them, they're delicious, and you know, when you start looking into it, because of the colors. See you later, Habitual Hobbies. Appreciate you being here. You have a good night. Do a live, and I'll check out and make sure I'm following you and stay in contact. But yeah, so purple potatoes is on the agenda for next year, because I know with the colors of the purple potatoes, they're supposed to be more nutritious for you. Hey, Joe. Oh yeah, sweet potatoes. I haven't grown sweet potatoes. I will eventually grow sweet potatoes. I'm looking, there's a lot of different ways to grow sweet potatoes, and I've been watching, some people do them in, they do the, what is it, aquaponics or hydroponics or whatever. I want to try those. I want to try that someday. I want to get used to doing that. But I want to grow sweet potatoes because I love sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes are, I prefer sweet potatoes over regular potatoes. Because I've had those, we had those growing up. I mean, I love sweet potatoes. You put sweet potatoes and you throw a little brown sugar and cinnamon in them. Boy, that is good stuff. But I even just like them, slice them thin, you know, maybe 1/4 of an inch thick, and then pop them in the oven and let them broil for 20 minutes at 400, and you know, it's good stuff. Hey Connor, how you doing? Yes, so it's funny because I was mentioning earlier that my garden, when you see my garden, a lot of my videos, it's always green, you know, you got a lot of stuff going on. But what people don't know is 75% of the garden is just dirt again, because as I've been harvesting and rototilling it back up, then, you know, it's obviously back down to dirt again. And now I'm starting to replant for my second grow for the fall. So I've already planted a bunch of potatoes. I've planted some more radishes. I've just planted the pumpkins the other day. And then once I get rid of my tomatoes and my pepper plants, I'll plant whatever else. By then, the pumpkins will have run out to where they're gonna be. That'll tell me what open areas I'm gonna have in the garden where I can then plant either potatoes or sweet potatoes or turnips or something for the fall. So that's coming up. But it's funny because, you know, people say, oh, your garden looks great. Well, yeah, because the video was taken 2 weeks ago. They're seeing the video from 2 weeks ago when it was green and lush and everything was growing and flowering and everything. But it looks like it does in the spring now. It's all brown dirt again. I don't know, Connor, yo, sorry, I wasn't trolling. It's a trend. Trolling is a trend. Is that what you're getting at? You're going to troll? If you're going to troll, we're just going to, you're going to be, you know, blocked. I don't understand if you're trolling is a trend. I don't. Is that what you're trying to say? But well, Chef Zed or Zuka. Okay, I thought you meant that you were trolling because it's a trend. Oh, I get you. I get you. I get you. You're saying trolling's a trend, but you're not trolling. Okay. Oh no, you're welcome to stay. I thought you were trolling. You know, you got to be careful because, you know, they tend to take over as soon as, you know, you get enough of them in here. So that's why we always have people with the blue wrenches ready to go. So, but anyways, everybody, I was only going to go on for about an hour tonight. We're just out there. So Connor, if you are you a content creator? If you are a content creator, subscribe to my channel, and then I can come look you up afterwards. Connor Niles, is that your YouTube channel name? Connor Niles. If you're a content creator, you'll have people that'll follow and support you. I thought you were a troll, so I guess it was just my fault. But anyways, oh, you don't post? Okay, no worries. Well, everybody, thank you very much for showing up tonight. Thank you for supporting the live. I'll probably see you in a couple days, and I'll be watching over the next couple days for those that said they're going to do lives. So you guys all have a great evening, and it's goodbye from Southern Oklahoma.